it's Aubrey. If you guys are new here, hi and welcome. Today's video, I'm sharing with you guys my son's bedroom makeover. My son is 6 years old, and when we first moved in, he wanted to do his room blue, and I let him pick a color, any color that they wanted, and he really was liking blue. So currently right now because he's 6, he is into Lego and Star Wars. That is like all he wants to do, that's all he likes. So for his room, I really wanted to incorporate the things that he genuinely loves and enjoys. I want to walk you guys through all the details of how this room came together. For his room, his light came with a standard LED light. I took that out, I swapped it for a black chandelier. Now this chandelier is from Home Depot. It is very affordable. It's from the Home Decorators collection, and I really like their line for a few reasons, and I bought their lighting a handful of times. Is because they're really affordable, but they're also really great quality. So for his room, I found this semi-flush mount chandelier, which I absolutely love. It's black, it has a candelabra style, and it's like that perfect transitional light for just about any room. So I really wanted to incorporate this into his room. So after I was done changing the light, I actually picked out some wallpaper. Now this wallpaper is from Love vs. Design. I've talked about them before on my channel here, but I chose a watercolor ombre wallpaper for his room. Now this is a peel and stick. It did take me a few days to apply it because there was a lot of space to cover. Even though his room is small, it was a lot of wallpaper. So it took me about 3 days to install the wallpaper. I ended up leaving the wall with the window white because I didn't want the entire room to be wrapped in blue, and I still wanted it to feel light and bright. So I ended up wrapping 3 of the 5 walls in his bedroom. I wrapped the wall that has his bed. I also did the opposite wall, which has his dresser and his TV. And then I also wrapped it around the closet as well. This wallpaper is absolutely great. The one thing I like about Love vs. Design is that all of their wallpaper is 100% customizable. So you can find a pattern that you like, and then you can go in and edit all the colors to match your design, which I think is very unique and very cool. And how would that not work for anybody? So I really like that. Their wallpaper was nice and thick, very simple to apply. It was just the peel and stick, and I love how it turned out. I really went for this ombre color because I wanted it to feel a little bit rustic, and a little bit on the minimal side. I didn't want a big pattern or a print all over his room like I did in my girl's room. I wanted to keep it a little bit more subtle and simple, but still add a nice punch of color. So I felt like this was a very great fit. For his rug in his room, we've actually had this rug for probably 5 years. I purchased it from overstock.com. I will link all of his bedroom stuff down below in the description box so you guys can check that out. But this rug has been in our dining room, in our living room, in an office, and it's just one of those great rugs to always have on hand, and I like the subtle pattern that it had in it as well. In his room, we do have a white blackout shade that is currently halfway rolled up, but we also added these plaid curtains from Target. These are from the Hearth and Hand line. I really love these. These ones I felt were just perfect for his room. Very subtle, but still adds a nice pattern to complement the rug and his bedding. And this one just has a really subtle blue plaid lines through it, and I just love how soft, but it still makes a bit of a statement as well. So these curtains are a great price. I believe they were $40 at the top of my head, but I will find them and I will link them down below for you guys to shop. I also added this faux olive tree for his room. This tree is also old as well. I've had it for so many years, but I originally got it from Amazon. It's by the brand Nearly Natural. They have a very wide selection of faux indoor trees, and this one just worked great. I love how tall and linear it is. I also added a wicker basket underneath the tree just to help prop it up and give it a nice casual look. What's nice about the tree too is it does add a nice pop of green against the blue, so I have a really nice warm and cozy color palette for his room. So on his wall with the window, I wanted to add a little bit of shelving, and I found these floating shelves from Hobby Lobby. They were $39.99 each. I got them when they were half off, so it only cost me $20 a shelf, which I thought was a very affordable price. And I love that they were black, and I love the floating shelf look. So for these shelves, I really wanted to just dress them up a little bit with some of his favorite things. But for his shelves, I found these black frames from HomeGoods. They're very affordable. This was $16.99, and I wanted to add in some Star Wars art since he loves Star Wars. So for this frame, I found coloring paper. This is like the Star Wars theme, and they come in like these really long sheets. So for these frames, he had a handful of them that he wasn't coloring with. So I figured, well, why not just frame those? It's easy art, it was super cheap. I framed this up in one of his frames. He absolutely loved it when he saw it. He thought it was the coolest thing. And then I have a cute picture frame of him when he played soccer. And then I added this cute little green plant from Target, as well as one of his favorite Lego cars that he just recently built. So we put that on his top shelf. I really like having the taller frame on the upper shelf to help fill in a lot of that blank and empty space. On the lower shelf, we have a picture frame of him and I. And then I also added another green plant. You can find these from HomeGoods. And then he also has his E.T. Walker, or a drone. I don't remember the name of it. I think it's a drone Star Wars Lego. But we have that on his shelf, as well as this elephant, which is a trinket that my husband and I picked up when we went to Thailand years ago, and he just loves this elephant. So we have this on his floating shelves, and he loves to look at it. He also likes to swap things out too. We recently just bought him new bedroom furniture. We actually haven't bought him any bedroom furniture, so this was a nice purchase for him to go along with his new room. So this furniture I found from wayfair.com. I will link it down below. I will also show you guys a few clips of it here, but this furniture was fairly affordable. I really liked the price of it, and it had really good reviews. I also wanted to have contrasting furniture to his bed, since his bed is a black metal frame. You can see it behind me. So I wanted to have bedroom furniture that wasn't going to match perfectly, but it definitely looks like it goes together. So for his nightstand, I wanted to just dress it up very simple. I have this really nice Savave lamp that I got from Rugs USA. You can also buy it from Amazon as well. I will show you guys it here. But this lamp is super affordable as well. So I wanted to pair that up on his nightstand because he loves having his lamp on at nighttime when he's building Lego. And then we paired it up with a nice faux plant that we picked up from HomeGoods, and just another picture frame of him and my husband. He absolutely loves having this on his nightstand. What I liked about this nightstand is that it came with 2 drawers, but it also has this empty space where he can put some of his books, and it just provides more storage for his room. For his dresser, I found this 6-drawer dresser. What's nice about this is I absolutely love the coloring of it. It's this really rich, almost like a rustic oak color, and I thought that complements his room and the design very well. This furniture is way heavy. Like, it is extremely heavy. It took me and my husband both to carry both of the boxes up the stairs. It did take a little bit to put these dressers together, but I will say they're very great quality. And I really love the modern handles on the dresser and the nightstand as well. So I thought that was a really nice piece of furniture, and I also thought that this furniture can really grow with him as he gets older. It's not too gimmicky, and I feel like I won't have to be like buying him new furniture as he gets older. This can really just grow with him. On top of his dresser, we obviously have a huge flat screen. This was a flat screen that was previously in our living room, and we have it in his room because him and my girls, they love to play Mario Kart together on the TV, and they'll play games. So if we put it here for now, I don't know if it's gonna stay, but he has definitely been enjoying it. His bedding is really from, I believe the majority of it's actually from Target. His bed, real quick, I got his bed from overstock.com. I will share it down below. And this was a very affordable metal bed. I really loved the price of it. It had great reviews, and it was very simple to put together. I mean, it took me maybe 10 minutes to put the entire bed frame together, and I just love the quality of it. I love that little farmhouse metal vibe. and it just worked perfectly for his room. So because my own style is transitional, I love mixing the modern, maybe a little bit of farmhouse, and it just pulls together really nicely. So for his bedding, the majority of his bedding is from Target, like I said. I found this really great quilt set from Hearth and Hand. I love the natural, kind of like a brownish taupe color, and this was just a basic quilt on his bed. It also comes with a pillow cover as well, and then I picked up 2 accent pillows from Target, just this nice black one, and also this nice lumbar pillow. And I really like the colors and the different textures, and it just pulls together really nicely for his bed. Now he is a hot sleeper, so he technically doesn't really sleep with all of the bedding on his bed. He typically sleeps under the quilt, but sometimes he also likes to sleep on top of the quilt with a comforter over him. I also picked up a leather ottoman from Target, and I really loved this leather tuft ottoman because I felt like it added a new element to his room. And it's also really nice to have this bench in his room. He's been using it all the time, whether he likes to play with his toys on it or he sits on it, puts his clothes on it. It's just a nice seating option for his room. For the artwork over his bed, I did the exact same thing that I did to the other artwork on his shelf. I took another coloring paper and just framed it over a frame. Now this frame over his bed is a 16 by 20, and I got this from Home Goods as well. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. If you guys love room makeovers, don't forget to check out my daughter's room makeover down below.